Hey there, my name is Chris Mayhew, and I am a graduate student here at Appalachian State University at the Hayes School of Music. I'm getting a master's degree in music performance. I was also a band director for 6 years at Lincolnton Middle School. So yeah, today I just played for you the all-district solo for 11-12. This is the part 2. It's written by Dr. Eric Willie. And yeah, let's talk about it. First, let's talk about some notational things. First, your rolls. Make sure that you've got a nice and full roll from the beginning. Drop right down. Use your zones to your advantage here, okay? Today I'm having to use a practice pad. We've got to get a re-recording done of the one from in the school, so this is kind of what we got. Use zones to your advantage, all right? You know, center for a lot of your big bombastic moments, right off the edge. Always look for a snare tone when you go to the edge. If you're too far and it sounds a little pingy, that's not the best. You really want to hear that snare response. So some things to think about there. When you hit the metric modulation right at the 2-4 measure on the second line, be prepared. That is the new tempo that's going into the 3-4 measure 46, right? So be prepared for that tempo change there. A couple other things. Definitely make sure to count through the 5/8. Watch the subito on the 5/8. Look where it's listed at. That's going to be something that will be important for you to note. Same thing goes on with measure 58. There's a subito on a very specific point of the measure. Make sure that you match that with your playing. All right. When we get to the 4/4 and it switches to 90 beats per minute, you have to count every bit of that. That has to be in time. So make sure that you're counting through all that and that you're right in time, ready to go. Smoothly move through the tambourine to get ready to play. As you play, be prepared on the tambourine. Be prepared for measure 71 beats 3 and 4. That's hard. There's 2 ways to do that. This is the way that I did. I did a knee fist thing. You'll see some knee fists like this. I tend to like it over because if you're moving from your regular playing zone, it's just easier. So think about that. Right? Another way to do it is to do it with your hand like that. That requires a lot of skill building, a lot of muscle building and movement training, right? So if you're going to work that out, really focus on the way that you move your hand. That'll help you through there. Next, at 72, we have those rolls. I like to do finger rolls through that section. I did a finger roll earlier in measure 70 as well. But with that, I'm hitting with the heel right there on that. You see what I'm saying? That'll help get that articulation out of the accent. That measure 73, that roll is going to be a shake roll. Now, as we get to the last parts thing to talk about, these are some like extras on whipped cream on top, you know, a little extra. First, let's talk about your tambourine since I got it out. Get yourself some beeswax. This is just some beeswax. And you're going to want to go ahead and prepare your tambourine for these finger rolls. If you're playing without the wax, your finger can slide a little bit and it won't activate the jingle. We want a little bit of friction. So using the beeswax will help. And one thing that's not talked about often is the way that you apply it. Apply it going from the rim of the head, of the tambourine to the center of the head. If you think about it, that creates an extra amount of friction for your finger or thumb. All right? So that's one thing to think about. Think about your placement when you're striking across, right there being the starting point for your finger rolls and thumb rolls. There you go. The next thing is talk about tone on drum. Take the time, listen to your drum, try get it into a tuning that you feel is appropriate and sounds nice and full. Okay? You want to have clear and articulate playing throughout. I hope that was helpful for you, and good luck.